Hello and welcome back to Adorabuild. My name is Ruth and my little dog is called Pucky, and it is great to have you here today. I'm just going to swap over from my mini doll form into my Ravenclaw outfit because we are building a Harry Potter set today. We are also very fortunate to be joined by a sig fig today as well. So please welcome legolamaniac and also his beautiful cat Vega to my Lego city. And it is great to have them both here. As I said, we are building up a Harry Potter set today, and it is the Diagon Alley set, which was released in 2018. And this is actually a micro scale set, and it was also available as a gift with purchase in North America through Barnes & Noble, I think. We don't have that store in Australia, so please forgive me if I have gone a little bit wrong. I actually picked up this set on Bricklink and had it shipped over to me because, as you guys know, I do love my Harry Potter. And in this set, we do only get one minifigure, and that is Ollivander from the wand shop, and it is such a fantastic minifig. I really like the face prints that Lego has done on the Harry Potter characters, and I also think that his outfit is fantastic as well, not only with the printing on the front but also the printing on the back too. And as you can see, we are laying down the foundations for this particular micro build, and I do really love these tiles, these 2x4 tiles with the beautiful cobblestone prints on them as well. And I just think that those tiles add so much to this build and really bring alive that sort of cobblestone feel that we all know and love from Diagon Alley. Now, while we continue to build up some of the interiors and exteriors of this beautiful microscale build, I do want to make special mention of legolamaniac's channel. He has an absolutely fantastic channel. If you haven't seen it before, make sure that you do go and check it out. I will pop some links in this video, so hopefully we will get a card up above, and I'll definitely put the link in the description box down below. And if you haven't seen his puzzle box videos before, they are absolutely amazing, so fantastic. And he's also done a really fantastic puzzle box for the Zelda Master Sword, which features a cosplay character and the forest in Norway, and this video is absolutely stunning. So make sure that you do go and check out his channel. He's an absolutely fantastic builder. His channel is absolutely gorgeous. He does lots and lots of fast forward builds. He has also done a 24-hour live stream building up the Millennial Falcon, which was just crazy and fantastic. And he also sent through so many goodies with his sig fig. So it was really nice to get these beautiful postcards all about his channel and some photos of his sig fig on adventures in Norway. And we also got a little card with his sig fig number on it and an authorization that it is a fantastic figure. And he also sent through the most lovely letter as well. So I will just read that out for you guys in order to inspire and motivate you even more to go and check out his channel if you haven't done so already. Dear Ruth and Pucky at Adorabuild, thanks so much for wanting to do a sig fig trade. Having little Ruth and Pucky in my world of mania is wonderful. The Traveller, which is his sig fig's name, and his trusty and somewhat judgmental companion Vega have finally trekked the distance all the way to Australia. Wonder what took them so long. Are they not supposed to have the power of instant travel? Must have gotten distracted somewhere along the way again, I wager. I am super happy I came across your channel on YouTube. Your videos have a great charm to them and never fails to brighten up the day. The uniqueness you bring to the LEGO community by building and mocking with mini doll LEGO sets, which is not that prevalent on most other LEGO channels I have seen, is something I admire a lot. I always enjoy our little chats and look forward to your content and comments. I hope to see your channel keep growing. Keep being awesome. Enclosed is also a little Builder Pucky polybag I happened to come across. Best regards, legolamaniac. Vega says meow to Pucky. So, such a lovely letter. I really appreciate your kind words, legolamaniac. It was really one of those things that when I started to have a look on YouTube around LEGO channels, is I couldn't actually find something that I wanted to watch, which was people modifying and mocking with the mini doll sets. And it took quite a while before I worked up the courage to actually start to post some of my builds on YouTube. But honestly, it has been one of the best things for me and for my hobby. It's been absolutely amazing getting to know so many wonderful people through YouTube who also share that passion for LEGO, and we're all super supportive of each other, and we really want to see each other succeed and our channels grow and for people to get connected with each other, and I just truly appreciate that so much. So now that I have rambled on for such a long time about all of that, let's check in and see how this build is going. So here we are. As you have seen on screen, we have just opened bag number 2 and also the little bag number 2. And so we continue to build up these gorgeous little micro scale buildings. And there have been some really interesting techniques that have been featured in here. And I'm sure that you guys that do build micro scale more often than what I do, this is my first time, will appreciate some of those techniques and probably won't think very much of them. But for me, I just found it absolutely fascinating how we can actually scale down the Lego brick, not in size, but in scale, in order to create a completely different, view and vantage point as well. So the clips used in order to place those pillars on front of Gringotts Bank look really fantastic, and admittedly the slightly obsessive person in me wanted to have all those pillars look really nice and straight. But as you'll see later on in this video when I put up some images of the buildings from the films, and I also think that there's some of the buildings from the different theme parks as well, which of course are based on the films, is that Gringotts Bank pillars are supposed to be a little bit slanted. So when I put this particular build on display, I will probably have to change that, and my perpendicular nature will just have to put up with it and survive. I also really like what they have done with the Weasley's Weezer building. That colour palette is just so striking, and it's so stunning, and it's so unique to that particular build. And I think that how they've been able to create that 3D sign of Fred or George on the front of that building is also really fantastic too. And what is also quite interesting is some of the very subtle details that we see in Ollivanders, in Flourish and Blots, and also in the Quidditching supply store as well. Just those little hints of using the gold studs between the windows in Ollivanders is really beautiful. Having just a couple of different shades of green on the front of Flourish and Blots is also really lovely too. And I think that the way that they have used those small windows, the 2x2 windows, with that black mesh piece in the front just looks absolutely gorgeous, and is really reminiscent of those beautiful bay windows that we see in Diagon Alley, and of course throughout different periods of English architecture as well. Now we get to check out some of the behind the scenes stuff. So what was also quite nice about this build is that we do have a little bit of an interior in Gringotts Bank, and also a little bit of an interior in the Weasley's Wizard Weezer store as well. And I thought that that was really nice because of the way that both of those buildings were shaped. that we did get to have just that hint of detail, so that when people can crouch down and look through the windows and through the doors of those different builds, is that there is actually something behind there of substance. However, it is worth noting that Ollivander's, Flourish and Blots, and also the Quidditch supply store don't look that interesting or fantastic from the back, but that's okay because this set isn't really meant to do that. I do also really appreciate the lampposts out the front, and then also the beautiful gold statue in front of Gringotts Bank too. So let's just run through what buildings exactly from Diagon Alley we have completed in this micro scale build. So over here we have Gringotts Wizarding Bank, which I think is a beautiful representation of that particular building. I do particularly like the dome on top, and also just the hint of an interior when we have a look at that from the back. We then of course have Ollivander's as well, so that's the next building along, which looks absolutely beautiful with the two tones of grey, a hint of gold, and all those transparent pieces as well. Next up we have Flourish and Blots, which of course is the bookstore, which looks absolutely gorgeous with those little shutters and the green colours as well. Next up we have the Quality Quidditch supplies, of course highlighted by the little paintbrush piece that is meant to be a Quidditch broom. And then last up over here, of course, we have Fred and George's Weasley's Wizard Wheezers building, which looks absolutely gorgeous with those two shades of lavender and the orange, as well as all those transparent pieces. I think the representation of their 3D sign looks absolutely gorgeous as well. And of course there is also a little hint of an interior in that build as well. As always, I'd really like to say a big thank you for checking out my video. Feel free to leave a like or a comment because you all know how much I love chatting about Lego. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in my next video very, very soon, and take care of yourselves, and bye bye!